sounds quite upbeat, so quite confident.
Yeah, he seems very confident. Listening to him speak, I think he would obviously rather that Harry Kane stayed, but I truly believe that he believes he can make it work with or without Kane.
Yeah, I think he's thinking, you know what, give me the money, give me Son, Kulusevski and Richarlison up front, Maddison there that can score goals, so we're not all, it's not dead in the water. I can do something with this. And if I'm Postecoglou, I'm almost giving this a deadline, saying, okay, I need to know soon because I need to get in the transfer window as well and make some business happen if you are going to go. So I almost feel like Daniel Levy and Spurs, this is a bit cheeky maybe, but I feel like they need to give Harry Kane a deadline to make your mind up. Yeah. Are you going to sign a new contract or are you not?
Yeah, or at least are you going to commit to this season with us? Like, you know, if he decides that he wants to leave on a free at the end of the season, that's fine, but I think Tottenham need to know now. Because I think, weirdly, Harry Kane has had his head turned by this Bayern Munich interest. And, you know, the fact that Bayern Munich, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but you see how Bayern Munich are now tapping up Kyle Walker. They know that Harry Kane and Kyle Walker are good friends. They're good friends from Tottenham. They're good friends from England. And Kyle Walker is now 50-50. Does he stay at Man City or does he go to Bayern Munich? Yeah. I think it would certainly appeal to Harry Kane to go to Bayern Munich with Kyle Walker.
Is it a more difficult decision because there has been some links with Harry Kane going abroad before, but never really strong. Like if Harry Kane was going to go, it would have been a decision to stay within the Premier League. Like as much as me and you say things like, oh, he doesn't really care about Alan Shearer's goal record, or at least sometimes I think that. Of course he does.
No, but I think he cares. But I also think that he is confident enough in his own ability that he can go somewhere exotic, glamorous, and successful, and still come back and break that record. Remember, it's less than 50 goals, isn't it? That he's shy of
47.
Right, 47 goals. He's so capable of securing 47 goals in 3 or 4 years' time. We spoke about this before. I remember we were discussing it when Real Madrid seemed like a genuine possibility. But I think that Harry Kane would look at this and think, in the way that Teddy Sheringham was at Tottenham, left Tottenham, went to Manchester United, won the treble and went back to Tottenham. I think that a 29-year-old Harry Kane will think, I can go to Bayern Munich, I can fill that Robert Lewandowski-sized hole, I can be part of a Bayern Munich team that are new, interesting, exciting, under Tuchel, going to go for the Champions League, going to win domestic silverware, and come back at 33 years old and still secure the Premier League goal scoring record. I think that he's totally capable of doing that. Think of the way he plays a game. Yeah, he's so intelligent. He's so intelligent. He doesn't rely on pace. He looks after himself so well. He's a professional athlete. And this myth about him having glass ankles or this myth about him being injured all the time, played every game for Tottenham last season.
It was a real thing. It isn't anymore. I think there was this genuine concern about his injury record, but it clearly isn't that anymore. He clearly looks after himself and he's got over whatever injuries he used to have. Come on in. Let's put the cards on the table. You think he stays or goes?
I believe that he will not be at Tottenham when the transfer window closes. Oh. But I don't know. I'm honestly torn between Manchester United and Bayern Munich.
Oh, you think United will make a play?
I think United are going to make a play. I believe that they must be watching this, monitoring it really closely, because if you think about who Manchester United are at the moment, they did very well last season. You know, I thought Erik Ten Hag got 90% of the challenges that were faced by him and his team correct. If you think about the whole season, you know, he had to deal with an awful lot, Cristiano Ronaldo being one of them, and I think he got the vast majority of it right. They did very well. They've improved their team. They've signed an excellent midfielder in Mason Mount, and they've signed a new goalkeeper. They've made the situation correct with De Gea. You know, they couldn't play Ten Hag's system properly with De Gea in goal, so they've sorted that out. So for them to elevate properly, they need a centre forward, and ultimately signing a new goalkeeper in Mason Mount. If you're going to embark on a season without a centre forward, it's almost futile making those changes. So I think they will be monitoring this really closely. And if Manchester United come calling, I know that you and I were having a bit of a disagreement about not the size of Manchester United, because I know that you agree with me on that, but the allure of Manchester United. I know you and I were disagreeing a bit about this last week, but I believe if Manchester United put their cards on the table and they say to Harry Kane, we want you to lead the line, we want you to be Manchester United's goal scorer, we want you to be scoring goals in front of the Stretford end and everything that represents, following in the footsteps of some of the greatest strikers to have ever lived.
I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough.
So ultimately, if we're saying that the choice is this, Bayern Munich for Harry Kane, Tottenham for Harry Kane, or Manchester United for Harry Kane,
Manchester United at the bottom of the list.
No way.
Bottom of the list, with some bottom by some distance.
They're not below Tottenham, are they?
They are. I think, because of that connection to Tottenham that he has. I think, you know when others have made that move. So whether it be Berbatov is a good example, even Sheringham going there. You're going there because you know United are going to win the league. You know you're going to win the league. It's almost like the City route now. You know you're going to win it.
It wasn't quite that.
It wasn't quite that, but they went there and won the league. They went there and won trophies.
Teddy Sheringham went there and won the league. But remember, Teddy Sheringham's first year, he went there and won nothing. Second year, he won the treble. Yeah. But first year, he went there and won nothing. Arsenal won the double, didn't they?
Agreed. But you got Sir Alex there, so you're going there with the hope you know you're going to do something. I think for Harry Kane, the idea of what we think could happen in terms of you go there and, you know, Man United win, no.
But do you not think that Harry Kane
would
look at the opportunity?
I don't think even a Harry Kane team in United can.
No, but think about Harry Kane's opportunity here. Manchester United come calling. They'll pay massive wages. They'll give him Champions League football. Then he gets the opportunity to be the centre forward that takes the Premier League back to Manchester United off the back of a decade. That's going to be very exciting. Also, you need to look around. You know, when you think about the players at Manchester United, think about what he's used to looking at around the Tottenham dressing room. Yeah. Suddenly, it's Rafael Varane, it's Casemiro, it's a brand new goalkeeper, it's a brand new midfielder, it's the brilliance of Bruno Fernandes, it's Marcus Rashford who scores goals for fun, it's Anthony who I am not overly keen on, but there is something there.
It's a much better squad.
It's a much better squad. Yeah. It's inspiring for Harry Kane. And I think that Manchester United, they were on the precipice of a title challenge last season. It didn't happen. It didn't materialise. But if things had gone slightly differently, I think Manchester United...
Saying you get 30 goals in Harry Kane.
I think, not only do you get
25.
Not only do you get 30 goals, okay, not only do you get 25 goals out of Harry Kane guaranteed, but imagine the player that Marcus Rashford suddenly becomes for Manchester United with Harry Kane there providing for him. Imagine the player that Bruno Fernandes is with Harry Kane leading the line. Bruno Fernandes had a brilliant season last season and he had Wout Weghorst up front. Imagine the player that Bruno Fernandes would be linking up with Harry Kane. Imagine the player that Anthony would be linking up with Harry Kane. Harry Kane would... The entire tide at Manchester United would rise with the addition of Harry Kane. And I think the ownership and Ten Hag will be looking very closely because it just fits. Sometimes 2 and 2 makes a Christmas cake, Eddie. And Harry Kane needs the platform that Manchester United can offer. And Manchester United need an elite centre forward.
It's funny, at the top of this, I said, would Daniel Levy sell Harry Kane to Bayern Munich for 70 million plus add-ons? And I said, absolutely not. I don't think so anyway. I don't think it will sell to Man United for any fee. Honestly, I don't think even United put down or slapped down 120 million. I don't think Daniel Levy's answering that call. Honestly, I really don't. Quick one, extra on Spurs. Spurs fans, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Davinson Sanchez could be on his way to Galatasaray, which I don't think Spurs fans will be too upset about. This isn't the problem. Davinson Sanchez, he cost Spurs 42 million back in 2017. Galatasaray looked like they might get him for 9 million euros.
Yeah, but Galatasaray are being ripped off. This is a disastrous deal for Galatasaray. So you can't call... no price is Davinson Sanchez
euros,
above.
by the way. 9 million euros. What's that in pounds? Like, what, 7.5 million pounds?
Yes.
They bought him for 42 million.
Yeah, it's terrible business, but it's actually good business from Tottenham to get anything for Davinson Sanchez after the performances that he's put in for that club.
Yeah, this text has just come in from Steve the Gooner. I'll read this one out carefully. Love listening to Spurs fools, that's what he said, not me, making up all kind of dopey scenarios why Kane should stay. He's told Bayern Munich he wants to go there, which means he no longer wants to stay at the Swamp. Do you need someone to draw you a picture to explain it? Steve Gooner.
He's aimed that at you, Eddie.
I don't think he is. It me?
Yes, you.
I said that he's going to go Bayern Munich. I've said he's going Bayern Munich.
No, he agreed with me. He's called you the chump or whatever it was.
Swamp. Stay at the... No, it's fool.
Fool, you're the fool.
You better not be talking to me like that.
We're right, though. We are right.
We are 100% correct. He's leaving.
He's leaving. He's got to, hasn't he? For the furtherance of his career, like just to have that ambition that a player of his quality must have. You know, to get to the top the way that he has done, to be as good as he is, you must have that innate ambition within you. And I feel that there is a ceiling.
I would love to see him on the continent. I think it'd be great to see him at Real Madrid or at Bayern Munich. Two complete behemoths.
Manchester United for him.
Nope.
Yes. Nope. Manchester United is the platform that Harry Kane needs.
No, this is the problem with you. You know what you do all the time? You live in this bubble of United back in the noughties and the 90s. That club does not exist anymore, Mr. Jennings.
It doesn't exist. It does with Harry Kane at the leading the line.